Alrighty guys, today I got for you, I'm going to be building the Space Marine Captain in Phobos armor from the Shadowspear box set. Again, one of those mono pose models. Pretty straightforward looking model. Let's see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 components. Nothing too terrible there. Pretty decent sprue. Just as before, I'm gonna run through and snip all my pieces. You know, these single character models, you can do that pretty easily with. Try to run through this guy. Again, a lot of detail on these guys. I know it's kind of like a crazy topic, but I am a fan of the Primaris models. They're bigger and kind of easier to work with, especially when it comes to the painting side of things. Makes things a little easier. And again, this is a pretty straightforward model. Shouldn't be too much trickery to it. Yeah, taking a peek at the instructions, we got like 4 steps identified on this whole model. So, not too worried about it. I do like the little servo skull. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of sprue connecting points on this guy this time around. Those are always fun to have to run around and clean up. Decent on the mold lines. There's a few, like on that power pack or backpack, getting kind of rough. And they got some sprue connector points like in the forefront of the model, like right there on his collar. They had some on the little vents of the power pack. Those are kind of annoying to deal with. I'll flip this around. Do a 2-stage cut on this guy here. Clean that up the rest of the way. And this head has a peg in it, so it's kind of forced to be in that position unless you snip that peg off and run it when you need it. Gonna run through, gonna pick out all my sprue points first. Get those taken care of. Got a peg on that shoulder. Kinda gotta watch that too. And this shoulder piece here. Alright, good. Old bottom of the crotch. Gotcha, man. Alright, mold lines. Again, just use the side of your blade. Clean up those mold lines, goes pretty easy. No need for a fancy tool. Regular old hobby knife. I'm using an X-Acto that has kind of a comfort grip with it. Kind of my go-to. Clean up a little more. pretty good detail. He's got his knife set up. It's pretty cool. Like, I wish there were like power blades or something. Same thing that I wish for the Reaver Squad, their combat knives. I mean, if they're supposed to be a close combat-y type army, give them some close combat weapons. I mean, if you go, oh, those combat blades are close combat. No, they're not. Compare that to any other army with close combat weapons. And you try to tell me that those are close combat weapons. Or at least get the Sergeant option. You know, Primaris Power Fist. That would be pretty nice. But I might just be dreaming. I don't think that'd be too game breaking. I mean, eventually, you know, unpopular opinion, eventually all Marines are either going to be Primaris or the like. Just give it time. Fiddly part to try to trim. I know, unpopular opinion. Okay. Very detailed. Got a lot of detail flowing around there. You can see that exposed armor. Character with the characters got that Phobos pattern armor, which is pretty cool. I like it. Kind of a new take. Which is nice. They did really good on this piece. All the mold lines are right on the seam. So that's pretty good there. Gotta be kind of careful with this bit. A lot of fiddlies, fiddly parts and pieces. File on that one. It's a little hobby file. Places like Hobby Lobby, Michaels, that kind of stuff have them. Even some like hardware stores, they'll have small file kits like that. You don't really need to go like jewelry files. I've seen people use emery boards or like fingernail files, and they do really good too. Or they do really well, rather. I'll use a file on this guy too. Would have liked to have seen these sprue connecting points somewhere else on this model. Yeah, they're right on top, you know. The whole world gets to see them. But not that big of a deal, I guess. Bottom of the cloak here. I'm actually really excited to paint this guy. This guy looks pretty awesome. Just kind of scanning it over. Bottom of the elbow here. Got some activity taking place from that sprue. A little bit of mold line. Can I get in there? Barrel. Yeah, I don't drill out my barrels. I know it looks a lot better, but man, oh man. It's a heck of a lot of work for a detail that 4 or 5 people might notice. You know. And I already take a good bit of time on my models trying to get them, you know, on a table. And just, I can't justify it for my timing, if that makes any kind of sense. Model sprue connecting points on this little arm. All in all, pretty good though. Oop, get back here. Yes, the captain without a helmet. Because reasons. I think, I don't know, I think I might try to find an extra head or something from like a Reaver box and see if I can't spice these guys up a little bit, because I do feel like there's going to be a lot of sameness in them, and I purchased 2 boxes, so I do want to kind of kit bash and model up some a little more unique way. And it'll still keep it that Phobos look and that those newer Marine, you know, Primaris look. Alright, so that's all cleaned up. Let's see, start putting this guy together, shall we? So this is the captain. They want us to start with the legs. Yeah. See, this guy is kind of built into his scenic base, and not too much option there for an easy fix, I think. Not a lot of connecting material on this first piece. So I kind of want to keep an eye on that as we work. Again, using that Gorilla Super Glue gel. I like the gel. Gives you a little bit more control over it. Doesn't kind of flow all over the model. Stays where you put it. And that Gorilla Glue does really well. Holds pretty tight. I have yet to have any problems with it. And I've been doing this for years now. And the gel stuff's pretty good. I am a fan. This goes into the back of the skull. I don't know if you guys have ever picked up like secondhand models or whatnot, but man, sometimes you pick up some models that they're just flooded with super glue, and you have a nice coating all over the entire model, almost like a clear coat, and that just makes life fairly miserable down the road trying to get it right, if that makes any kind of sense. It's a good snug fit there. Like that. Yeah, and I tend to always want to dry fit my models, just so I get a better understanding of where the contact points are and how it's all lining up. And you want to give it a chance to have good adhesion. came in pretty good there. But yeah, so he is a captain, right, with that Primaris stat line. So movement of 6, weapon skill 2+, ballistic skill 2+, strength and toughness of 4. He's got 6 wounds, 5 attacks, leadership 9, and a 3-up save. So pretty standard for a captain. I'm pretty excited to have a captain model running around in something other than Gravis armor, you know, coming out of the box set. And that brings up the question, is Gravis armor the same thing for us as Termi armor? I don't know. I see a lot of people think that, but I don't know. Gravis armor and Termi armor, I don't think it's equivalent at all. But I don't know. I just work here. Alright. But man, this guy is covered in detail. I mean, that's... Oh man, I can't wait to paint this one. Really excited about this one. The obligatory I'm the captain now pose, pointing away, right? Gotta make sure we know where to go. And in the 41st millennium, the most effective way to do that is the point. Yeah, I'd like to see like the full hand go, like the Marine Corps knife hand, but that might be a little too aggressive. At least they're not doing like that Disney World point where they're using just a 2-finger approach. So bolt pistol, right? Mastercrafted Instigator bolt carbine, range 30, heavy 1, strength 4, AP -2, damage 2. And what's really cool is he can target a character. Okay, so he's kind of got that sniper rule, or you know, that Tellian rule. 30-inch range, AP -2, heavy 1. I mean, this thing's looking like a sniper rifle. I don't know why we had to make up a new name for it. Right. Got a combat knife, you know, standard frag and crack grenades. Nothing to stand out there. Wow. Okay. It's a bit of a crazy little piece here. Go here with it. There with it. Okay. I want to go there with it too. Little spot in the back of this. Tiniest amount of glue for that one. It's another thing too, a lot of people tell me when you use super glue that you should use an activator. You know, to each their own. I'm not a big fan of it. I like a little bit of play when I'm working. Also, that stuff gives me like headaches. Like, I'm fairly sensitive to that activator. Like I went to the hobby club one day, and we had a hobby room in there. And I kid you not, there were 4 guys working on models, and they all whipped out that activator, and it was like getting. Like I opened that door and it was like immediately high. It's like, oh my god, guys. You're gonna kill each other with this stuff. So, probably not the best idea. Like I said, I'm not a fan of it either. Yeah. So, like I saw this model in the box, and I you know, enjoyed the way it looked, but putting it together, this is a really, really nice looking model. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of my favorite models that I've put together so far. And that's him, right out the press. But, you know, following along with Marines in general, they shall know no fear. Iron Halo, he has a 4-up invulnerable save. Rites of Battle, you can re-roll rolls of 1 for friendly models within 6. I mean, this guy's telling me all day, hang out with your sniper unit, right? The Eliminator Squad, since they're coming. He does come with the Camo Cloak, which gives you a 2-up in cover instead of the 1. Concealed positions, they get to set up 9 inches away from enemy models, just like we've kind of seen before. And he has another little cool thing, the Omni Scrambler. Enemy units that are set up on the battlefield as reinforcements cannot be set up within 12 inches of this guy. So he protects your units against that charge. Right? He protects from flamers. He protects from that rapid fire range for a lot of bolters. That's a really neat add-on for this guy. I think there's some good synergy with him and those Eliminator squads. He does have the Phobos keyword, which means he can be targeted for our librarian that we got going on, which is often, you know, that's good. So there's some synergy there. He is a character. He's a captain. But all in all, I like this model a lot. It's pretty good. This is one that, you know, when they come out in blisters, I wouldn't be opposed to picking up. All right. Let me know what you think, guys. All in all, I'm impressed with this one. All right. Take care.